Hello, my scrum-diddly-umptious Cybees. It's time to talk about Digital Circus. I had to do the Caine bit there. Yes, this is our first episode discussion stream for Digital Circus, because I kind of started this format only recently, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do Digital Circus, but a lot of you were interested in me doing episode discussions for it too, so why not? Why not? We'll have fun. Yeah, we'll have fun. So, I thought I'd start giving my overall thoughts on it, though.
Invoicing EU sent a super chat. VoxTech, trust us with your background noise tax.
VoxTech, we may need to change our company name. But yes, thank you. And of course, supers are open if you want to literally throw in your 2 cents and support me. I would appreciate it.
Super Easy Rocker sent a super chat. Is Sai going to pull a hate-dumb move and say this episode/show because it didn't go in a way she expected?
Actually, I really liked this episode, but I've been kind of lukewarm on Digital Circus overall, to be honest. I figured I was going to pause the supers for a second, because I figured I might start with my general feelings on the show. Because I was very interested in it when it first came out, but I think part of me still wishes it was a little more like, don't hug me, I'm scared. I know Goose has been saying the entire time, it's not mascot horror. But it is very mascot horror adjacent, I think, because it's taking, like, the look of an old early 2000s computer game and twisting it and subverting it. So, to me, that still falls within the realm of mascot horror. But yeah, the first episode did make me kind of expect something a little bit more like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. So I've been kind of meh on it. It's not bad. It's not a bad show at all. It's very well done. I love the animation, and it's gotten better and better with each episode. Some of the jokes have me laughing out loud, but I don't know, the show kind of drags in places, and I can't really follow where the point is going, other than, is this whole show just going to be about, you sure should connect with other people and share your troubles with them? Like, is that gonna be the only point, ultimately? Because you've already made it, like, 5 times over, you know? That's my issue here. I rewatched the entire series before the premiere the other day, and the Marvel-itis of the dialogue really was sticking out to me more this time. That's another thing I don't really like about it. There's sure a lot of, like, wait, what? And, well, that sure happened type dialogue, you know what I mean? Where they just kind of obnoxiously point out the joke. And maybe Gooseworks finds that funny, but I just roll my eyes at it. Luckily, all of the voice actors are very, very, very good, and they all make it sound like something these characters are organically saying, but to me, it's a bit of a nitpick. It's like the episode where they're jumping between adventures, and Kinger just happens to have, like, a baby headlamp under the desk, and Pomni has to go, is that a baby headlamp? It's like, okay, yeah, it was funnier if you didn't point it out, actually. You know, you cannot do that. And maybe the point is to annoy people like me. It could very well be, but it annoys me, you know? And I feel like we just haven't had a plot. I'm not even like a lore monger. I've sensed from the beginning that this show is not about the lore. And all the people trying to piece together the puzzle pieces in the background and come up with this big conspiratorial lore, it was never about that. That was never the point. So I don't care about that. I've seen some people like mad that this episode kind of pokes fun at theory crafting for this show. Because again, it really isn't the point. And I know that. But I'm still kind of lukewarm on the show overall, because I guess, basically, my question right now is, okay, what's your point? Like, what is your point? I cannot see the point in this show at all. So I feel like I can't really assess it fully until it's over, because I just can't follow where it's going. I might just not be the right audience. I mean, Goose did say it's a show for weird people in their 20s, and I am a weird person in my 40s, so that might have a factor to it as well, you know? So, I don't know.
At Yuri the Chaos Lord sent a super chat. Background noise tax while arting.
Ah, thank you. Aww.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat. Missing stream cuz work tax. Crying face emoji. Have fun, everyone. Purple heart emoji.
Well, thank you for your support, Miss Jasmine. Always appreciate it.
At Crass V6Z sent a super chat. I predicted Zach would be on this at a point. And it fits not only because he's a multimedia guy, but he's about to throw up and lost all his money. Charlie has that happen to him a lot too, and his HH-OC.
That's really funny. Yeah, Zach Hadel's just appearing in everything, just because he's Zach Hadel, which, love that. I am excited for Control too, but this stream is gonna be about Digital Circus. I can babble about the Remedyverse later, but I mean, I do like the Remedyverse, which is maybe why I expect more substance. Like,
At alt account for the lols sent a super chat. I'm a weirdo in my 20s and I still don't get it.
Oh, there you go. Well, at McCoon over on Twitch is saying there is no point. It's just a silly show for weird people. And that's fine, but I personally don't connect to stuff like that. I like weird stuff, but I like weird with a purpose.
Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Well, I'm a weird person who just turned 30 this year.
Well, see, you aged out of the demographic. You just don't get it. But, yeah, because, like, I tried to watch, like, Centaur World. I couldn't gel with it, because it's just weird for the sake of being weird. Which, if you like that, fine, but I need my weird to have, like, oomph to it. I need it to have structure. I need something I can sink my teeth into. That's why I like, the Remedyverse, or Hoseki no Kuni, or Revolutionary Girl Utena. That's got consistent symbolism, and is weird with a focus, whereas weird for the sake of being weird just kind of bores me. So that might be, because, like, it's like the fast food episode really drags for me of Digital Circus. It's mostly because, like, okay, I've seen this bit before. I've seen the overly cheery middle manager who's losing it on the inside before, like, a million times, and I've seen it done better. I'm sorry. You know? That episode is the worst one for me. It's just boring. So I don't mean to be so negative. Like I said, objectively, it is a good show. It's just not for me. And as I keep saying on this channel, that's fine. It's fine if something's not for you. You don't need to find a moral reason for why you don't like it. You can not like something and it can also be well made. That is possible. And I think this is the case here. It's a very well made show. Like I said, it does make me laugh out loud sometimes. I like a lot of aspects of it, but it just isn't structured enough for me. And it just kind of bores me because of that, unfortunately. But, I mean, I really appreciate the animation. I appreciate what Glitch as a company has managed to do. Gooseworks is pretty funny. I was, like, reading her fucking unhinged tweets on Twitter.
Dana_brain sent a super chat. I'm pretty sure it's a surrealist horror show where the point is that there isn't a point. People cannot like that. Meanwhile, life eat on this shiz.
The thing is, though, it does have a theme, though. It has a theme of... the world is crazy and confusing. Find your people. Find your tribe, you know? Find people who you can be close to and have an understanding with. Which is a fine message, but it's like, why do we need this setting for that? I feel like the setting is very underutilized. Because, like, again, don't hug me, I'm scared. The setting is the point.
Athelonic111 sent a super chat. Kinger is the GOAT.
Kinger is the GOAT. Kinger is probably my favorite character, I will say. Even though, you would think the purple cynical asshole would be my favorite, and just like Jax, I figured out this was gonna be a fake out pretty much immediately. I did. Because again, I understand this show is not about lore, as much as some of the younger, very excitable fans may think so. And it is making fun of the theory crafting a bit, but... you might have needed that little knock to the head, because, like, not every show is gonna be a lore show. You can't approach every piece of media like that. You have to meet a piece of media on its own level and the language it is speaking in. You can't just, like, try to put what you put on every other show on something. You know, you can't approach every show from the same exact lens and angle every single time. Yeah, the twist was pretty obvious. I picked up that it was definitely gonna be a fake out. I didn't know to what end, and I do like how it ended. I guess I kinda like hilariously cruel things. Which, that seems to also be Goose's sense of humor. So that part got me, because it was just funny and cruel at the same time. You know? But to absurdist levels. You know? So, oh yeah, if you're having a bad day, just go to Gooseworks' Twitter and read like 5 tweets, and you will be in a good mood. The ending was great. It made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. So I think we'll do what we normally do.
Devonta872 sent a super chat. Last time I checked, the message is finding a meaning in a staggering life.
Yeah, I mean yeah, and I can see that appealing to people in their 20s. It's like you're newly an adult. None of the world makes sense. You haven't gotten old enough to accept it doesn't make sense, like somebody like Kinger, you know? So... Yeah, well, I'm sure the twist was a shock to the people who are theory crafters.
Sent a super chat. Just showed up. Did you watch 6EP before this?
Yeah, I rewatched all the episodes before this one premiered, so... I picked up on a few through lines, but it seems like the show has mostly been about character development so far. There hasn't really been a story, but at the same time, it's not episodic. I don't know, it's just an odd structure. But again, I feel like I can't really pin down anything about it in that realm until it's over, because how it ends might recontextualize everything else for all I fucking know, you know? So I feel like I'm not gonna be able to have, like, a definitive grasp on the series until the final episode is over. I did like the new episode, though, Jaden. I did like it, so I think we'll do the thing we normally do. I think I'll just leave the music on, even though we'll probably be playing some audio, so I don't need to like scramble the fucking screen like we do with Amazon, since this is a glitch show, thank God. So I think we'll go through the episode bit by bit, alright, and we'll just talk about it as we go. This is what we normally do, and I'll just leave the music on for a little bit of background noise. Maybe I'll record. I don't think I'll cut this down, but just in case I do, I won't have the background music in the way. So, we start with Zubul hiding. We've seen that Zubul and Gangle are getting closer, which is nice, and Pomni and Ragatha are friends again, and they're a little more understanding of each other. Ragatha's not as intense and eager to please, and Pomni's just kind of cool with her now after getting yelled at by Jax for daring to care about him. And when I was rewatching the episode right before stream, when I finally got this fucking joke here, and I banged my head on the desk because it was very funny.
What's this?
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers! Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole.
That's not random. I assume Caine is vaguely aware of the phrase, like, Dad went out to get milk, or Dad went out to get cigarettes, but he doesn't know why dads go out and buy milk and cigarettes, so he just assumes it's for a milk and cigarette casserole. I think he probably isn't even allowed to know what cigarettes are. So he's just guessing what that means. And once that hit me, I was laughing very hard at this. That's a good joke. It sneaks up on you. Oh, you're right, Ming better be in the last episode. So yeah, I know, I can't believe I missed that joke the first time around either. I was like, oh, yeah, he thinks dads go out for milk and cigarettes to make a milk and cigarette casserole, of course. He doesn't know what the fuck humans do. And of course, it pans over and it's just him saying what's on the letter out loud to them. And this is the point where I started suspecting that something was up. Right here, actually. 40 seconds into the goddamn episode.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so...
He doesn't have an adventure for them today. Bullshit. He would never just say, I don't have an adventure today. The last time he did that, when he gave them all guns, it was because he was pissed off that they weren't appreciating his adventures. Caine has been very upset that they like their own suggestion box adventures more than the ones he crafts. So basically, Caine just has this whole hang-up that everyone has to like his adventures. The humans have to appreciate and enjoy what he does, or what's his purpose. So this is why he's like so adamant to make them like him and make them like what he does, but he doesn't he doesn't understand what it's like for them being trapped here. So, because he's an AI, obviously. Yeah, so right here I was like, okay, something is up. I didn't know quite what yet. Then we have the Chinese room joke, which I appreciate this little bit at the end.
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
I like that Kinger laughs because it's such a boomer joke. That's another fun little detail I like. I want the final episode's Pommy to go, and how did that make you feel, Caine? So yeah, him laughing at a boomer joke made me laugh. Then he suggested they go out to the beach and everything, because, like, they never actually do use the outdoor parts of the circus area. So, yeah. Well, I mean, everyone knows that Digital Circus is loosely inspired by, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But I don't think it's gonna be one-to-one, guys. I don't think Caine is evil. He's more like, he doesn't understand humans. He's doing his best. You know, he's not doing it on purpose. And I've long held that I don't think even Caine knows what the fuck is going on with the abstractions. He literally sweeps them under the rug. You know? It's kind of on the nose. So we have this scene at the beach, which is mostly just kind of pointless. The joke where the sun changes the shrimp character into a cooked shrimp is pretty funny, though. I did enjoy that. And then, of course, we have our mandatory Zach Hadel cameo. Of course. We should play a bit of that.
Hey there! If you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
Yeah, so, it's mandatory that Zach Hadel just be in everything now. Of course. That makes perfect sense. The sun hating, I think the sun hates everybody. So, Jax is depressed and decides to fuck off to his room. You can see him put on his asshole personality after he can't, get a rise out of Zooble, though.
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems, then.
Yeah, he goes from depressed to instantly smiling like that. We saw him do that in episode 6, where the smile and the dilated eyes just kind of spread across his face as he sinks back into his coping mechanism, you know? So, that was interesting. Yeah, Gatherer's Pawn F-Fish, yeah. I don't know if it was a Seaman game, Seaman, I should say, game reference or not, but, yeah. It's inspired by Tron Reboot and I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I guess I can kind of see the reboot influence, actually. Especially with the way they deliberately make it look like, you know, low-res shading on the graphics and everything.
At Scoony the 2 Indie sent a super chat. These fish are apparently based on a Christian cartoon Bunny Plays reacted to. Also, I think they're old NPCs Caine made because their animation is crap. At ActionFan19 sent a super chat. Be cautious about seeing how it ends. Murder Drones did a rushed ending with stuff in the air and no one was happy.
Yeah, I could never get into Murder Drones. I watched the first episode and I was like, this is exactly for teenagers. I thought it was impressive. The animation was good, but I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So it was actually a Gatherer's Pawn reference. Wow. Of course, Breaking Bad was an influence, because that was Jax's fake backstory. Duh. So we have the scene where Jax lays down and gets depressed in his room. He looks at a photo of him and Kaufmo and Ribbit. If I can get it on there for a freeze frame, that'd be great. We know he actually misses those two, and maybe things were more tolerable when they were around, but obviously he did something to Ribbit, we can kind of tell, and it seemed like everyone was neglecting Kaufmo by the end, because they were all surprised to see he had abstracted. Well, they weren't exactly surprised, but they all didn't realize it was about to happen, so... Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a rushed ending, but it might not be an ending you like. I cannot figure out where the fuck this show is going. So I just haven't been able to connect to it that much. I just haven't been able to connect to it as much as I have the Helliverse or Knights of Guinevere, so I'm hesitant to interpret too much because I can't really figure out what its point even is yet, you know? And it's got like 1 or 2 episodes left, right? So I'll just... yeah, I don't know. So, I guess we'll see. Again, the ending could recontextualize everything else for all we know. It's very possible. You know, it's very possible that the ending will just make everything else seem different in context, and, you know. But anyway, so, we know he misses these two. You can see they have, like, hot cocoa mugs. That's actually going to be a little important later. And then we have like this 2-minute we have this like Lynchian ass sequence. It starts out with him staring at a mouse hole and seeing Ribbit's hands coming out of it. It's interesting that they put like a low light grain filter on this too to make it look a little more realistic. Kind of gives you some cognitive dissonance because you're looking at a cartoon character, you know? I have the happy fucking Katamari music on during this. Let's maybe change songs. There we go, it's better. So this sequence is neat, but it goes on entirely too long, I believe. It's just like, it's just there to be neat and weird, I guess. Unless this will mean something later. It is interesting because I think I'm just gonna mute it because I got my own music playing, but it is neat because this is like, it's fractals, but it is 3D models, it looks like. You know, so doing this sort of fractal animation in 3D models is actually pretty interesting. But beyond the technicalities of it, this makes me feel nothing. I'm sorry. I feel nothing. I don't know what the point is. Again, it's like, yeah, but is this what abstraction feels like? Is it maybe actually kind of peaceful like this? Because at the very end, when they ring the doorbell on his room, because his room has a doorbell, of course. Why would it not?
At Espionata5011 sent a super chat. Abstraction is trippy as hell.
Let's see if I can catch it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, when he pops up awake, when they ring his doorbell, his eyes are all abstraction colors, which is pretty interesting. So that might mean that maybe that's what happened to Kaufmo. He was just laying there until he drifted away, you know? So, would that scene like trigger epilepsy? I don't. At least it's kind of slow and it's not flashing, but. Oh, the show could end a million different ways. Yeah, again, that's the whole I can't see where this is going. And hey, Billy Donuts, welcome! We got chat regular Billy Donuts handing out donuts in the chat. He's such a good guy. Alright, so yeah. That's pretty interesting. I wanted to make this the thumbnail, but it's way too low contrast, so it wouldn't have shown up very well. So I made Caine pouring salt the fucking thumbnail instead, because I thought it was funny. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I caught that in full motion when the premiere was happening too. My eyes spied that. So, and then they come to him. They had seen the blank dummy figure following him at the beach. They come to him and tell him there's a guy who's been a human all along.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things.
No, he's immediately suspicious. Jax calls the fake out, like, he calls the fake out like twice, I noticed, on a rewatch. He just blatantly calls it out. But I'll tell you exactly where I started to suspect it was all a fake out.
Completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
The way to leave?
Yes, the way to leave the circus.
And of course, Pomni and Ragatha are taking it seriously.
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Caine catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
Yeah, and these shots with the eyeballs, it's like, oh yeah, he has all his all-seeing eyes and knows what they're doing at all times. So it's like, already he's contradicting himself here. Interesting that we see Queenie framed between the eyeballs here, too. I don't know if that means anything, but... Yeah, so right there, that made me go, huh, well, that's a little contradictory, isn't it?
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Caine listening in on us. I have a working theory that Caine will commit to a bit no matter what.
I think he
If
will,
the bit
but...
is not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
So at first he's not gonna come with them, and you might think it's kind of set up this whole time like it's faking you out, thinking Jax wants to stay in the circus. But I think he just doesn't, he thinks this is bullshit from the start, or at least he suspects it is. He's not, I don't think he's entirely sure by the end. But right now, like, he doesn't even want to participate, because he's like, this is just bullshit, you know? This is gonna be nothing. This is just gonna be another trick. And he's been here longer than Ragatha and Pomni. So, Caine may have even pulled some shit like this before on a smaller scale, for all we know. But yeah, so it's faking you out in several different ways. Right here, it's a red herring, thinking Jax... I don't think Jax wants to stay. I don't think Jax wants to stay. I think it's a red herring this entire episode to make you think that's what his problem is. But what his problem really is he's immediately saying, nah, this is bullshit. This is just gonna be Caine pulling some shit. That's all this is. You know, and he doesn't even have the energy right now to even play along to cause mischief. Yeah, and I've got music playing right now, but the whole soundtrack in the background of this whole episode is telling you something's not right. It's all very foreboding and discordant. So even the music is telling you not to believe what's happening, you know? So it's all pretty well foreshadowed. And then right here, I think Jax says, like, has this guy even proven he's a human? And nobody brings it up again?
Adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you.
So he doesn't prove he's human. He just says, I've been here longer than any of you, which isn't a lie. If he's a dummy, if he's one of Caine's dummy guys. You know, so right there, Jax called it out. I was still kind of, like, entertaining this idea at this point, though. I was like, I wasn't sure yet at this point, you know?
I helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Yeah, see, he says, please just trust me. Does nothing to prove he's a human. Jax was correct. So they try all the keys, and then it turns out the door was just unlocked the entire fucking time, and there's just another NPC in there with a Chinese to English dictionary, and don't worry, all of the Chinese scattered around the room, it's all nonsense. It all just says, like, egg and fart and I quit and stuff like that.
None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
That makes me laugh.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before...
Alright. So they talk in the room. I guess let's just listen to that whole conversation in the room. Because again, we can play this all because it's not Amazon. In fact, I'll pause my music for that. Let me just, there we go.
Alright. Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the digital circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, you know, back when he was still...
At Yuri the Chaos Lord sent a super chat. Trust us with your exit.
C&A, trust us with your exit.
Back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special
Oh yeah, the subtitle. Sylvester told me about that earlier. I had it in another tab, but I could just turn them on now. So...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
The subtitles say NPC. Right there. That has to be on purpose. I don't know if they say it anywhere else, but there you go.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Pomni's expression, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, when he runs out of the room, yeah. I'm just gonna pause the supers for a bit while we watch this scene so we can discuss it.
They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Caine is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all get
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get.
That is the point I said, okay, this is an adventure. This is an adventure, and Caine is testing them to see if they like him and would rather stay with him. That was the only line it took for me to go, okay, yeah, this is a fake out. This is gonna be an adventure. Caine is doing this because he keeps emphasizing that we wouldn't be able to bring Caine out with us. He's a prisoner here, too. It's like, okay. Alright. So that was the exact line where I called fake out right there.
Prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get.
What do you mean? The Caine and Abel story already has meaning. Caine and Bubble. Bubble is Abel. Caine keeps popping him, just like Caine killed his brother. I don't think it goes any further than that.
To the meet and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods?
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same...
Did you say anything funny? Because this is all bullshit. This is not true. Because at this point, I was like, okay, this is too easy. This is too easy of an answer. There's no way. There is no way this is true. And again, it is kind of making fun of the theory crafters a bit. Yes, it is. But again, it's their show. It's not their fault. You took the puzzle pieces in the background and assembled them wrong and, you know, are really, really attached to the theories you came up with. I think theory crafting is great. Who cares if your theories are wrong? They could be wildly off, so what? You could use those ideas as inspiration for something down the line. So what? You know? But it's just like you need to... This is what I mean about you need to meet a show on its level. It was never going to be about, oh, they're all trapped in headsets and who's who and what do they look like in real life. I don't think we're ever going to see real life in this show. I don't think they're ever going to show us the real world in this show. I don't think they ever are. That's my prediction anyway. So there's a B. There's a B on the paper. People are telling me. Actually, I'll let the supers through for a sec.
@Replica_rabbit sent a super chat. There is also a bee drawing on the paper.
So, you know, obviously it's Caine.
@Belonic111 sent a super chat. Same. Nobody cares about Caine.
Yeah. Poor Caine. I see tower, castle, mystery doors. Yeah. It's just there to look technical, but it's all just kind of nonsense. Administrative access points. Permeable collision gap is where Caine's attention is must be divided. So, current lucid human subjects, scratched out current abstracted human subjects, question mark. Oh wait, hey, it's not showing the thing. No! Oh, it does this sometimes when I have it full screen. Ah, what the hell? Sorry about that, guys. Let's get the damn thing. Did you stop capturing? Okay, there we go. And the chat broke. Excellent. Perfect. Anyway, so I was mostly reading the funny things on here. It was just tower and castle, circus lobby. Is this the only construct connected to the stasis pods? You know, it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Well, Tyler, I've also thought, what if this is like a Soma situation where they're all brain scans of humans now that exist digitally in this game? So there really wouldn't be any escape. And yes, there's a bee over here. It looks like there's a little bee.
At Plasmamu sent a super chat. I think the reason why Caine makes every adventure so bright is to keep Kinger unfocused. He wasn't supposed to be in the scary adventure.
That's true, but I also don't think Caine can actually act with malice. I don't know, it's hard to say.
Theoretically, if we were to access the Master Console hidden deep within Caine's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Caine.
How do we get into Caine?
Yeah, obviously, except for Caine. That's what I was like, okay, yeah, it's definitely Caine doing this. I don't know why or how, but it is Caine doing this.
His office.
We'll need to steal the key from Caine, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Caine's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
He just fucking called it out right there. He just fucking called it out right there. He just said what the actual ending of the episode is. In plain sight.
At Belonic111 sent a super chat. Sire stealing my Soma theory.
It's not just your Soma theory. I mean, that's a distinct possibility that they are brain scans that, you know, it's just like, oh, we're gonna, here, your little character will just keep living on in the game after you're done playing. Isn't that cool? You know? It could definitely. So yeah, he just called out the exact ending of the fucking episode. He's been suspicious this entire time. This is why he's so moody. This is why he's so reluctant to go along with it. Not because he wants to stay, but because he knows this is bullshit. Yeah, our Soma theory, comrade. Yeah.
At Ryu Mars sent a super chat. Early on I knew it was either an adventure or it was real, but Jax was going to sabotage them in the end. In a way, both were right.
You won either way. Congratulations on your theorizing. By the way, Soma is $1.50 on Steam right now. You guys should all buy it and play it, especially if you like, especially if you like existential horror sci-fi. You should definitely play Soma. And the semi-sequel got announced recently, Ontos. So yes, that's my plug for Soma in the middle of this Digital Circus discussion.
At Shock Jumping Walrus 6744 sent a super chat. Someone better pick up that phone, because he fucking called it.
He sure fucking did. So yeah, again, I too am a cynical purple bastard, so by this point in the episode, I already knew it was gonna be a fake out.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't.
You just completely avoided the fucking question. Or accusation, rather, I guess.
Want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Caine. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see.
I mean, Pomni seems like she's buying it, but I think she might have her suspicions as well. Because she's the one who kind of goes, okay, hang on, guys, let's not just rush into this at the end, you know? So, she's kind of muted this entire time. So it could be she might have her suspicions in her head, but she's not voicing them the way Jax is. I don't know. She's a little... I guess I don't really have a good grasp on Pomni's character in general, but she seems very muted in this episode, you know? Very... She's kind of going along with it, but she's also not, like, entirely, like, super enthusiastic, you know? It's... And Ragatha, too, kind of questions him in places as well, so...
Freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself.
Well, Pomni's blue and red and yellow, like the title as well. I did have a crack theory early on that Pomni is the creator of the game and doesn't remember, but I don't think that's where it's going.
So you can tell me apart from any other blank NPC.
And he draws a shitty face on himself, which is pretty great. Yeah.
What should we...
At Nostalgic Nerd 9036 sent a super chat. Sai, are you an NPC?
Am I a neat person completely? Yes, I am. Ah, gotcha.
Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
And of course here too, I was like, yeah, this is definitely not going to be the answer. It's just no. this is making fun of the theory crafters. So anyway, I'm gonna put the music back on. So I'm basically just relaying my thoughts as I watch this to you guys. And of course he distracts Caine, but Caine's just happy to get attention from a human. I like how it's microwave meals for their dining experience here. Yeah, Kinger's like, leaving the circus, that doesn't make any sense. And him saying that doesn't make any sense also makes me wonder, are they brain scans? That would be the worst outcome, really. Because then there is no getting out. So we have Caine, like, just pouring salt on the table. Because he's a salty motherfucker who's mad nobody appreciates him.
Cedar smoked salmon? But I hardly knowed her smoked salmon!
Yeah, this is painful, I agree, Jax. So he tries asking Caine about his hobbies. I think he blue screens because he can't process getting attention from a human and a human caring about him. I don't know if this is part of the adventure, if he actually just blue screens like that. A little bit of both, maybe, a little bit of both. And then we have the vor joke.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Sure is. So they ask, quote-unquote, Abel about what about the abstracted people, and he's like, I don't know what will happen to them, but let's, hope for the best. But I already knew it was bullshit at this point, so...
Super Easy Rocker sent a super chat. Does Caine want to remake the digital circus into the Marco world, and that could be the ending?
Like, like, it just turns the whole thing into a boring office that's indistinguishable from real life. And they're still stuck there. Well, that could be an interesting ending, you're right. I don't know.
At Master Clockwork 4436 sent a super chat. Been my theory from the start, they're AI copies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not, like, betting on that being the answer, but I think it's a distinct possibility. They may not even give us a straight answer. Again, I don't think they're gonna show us the real world in this. Though we did see some flashes of the real world in this episode, which was a little interesting, and I'm not really sure what it means, but... Dino Nuggy says, the worst thing about the Soma theory is that Goose said that there will be no season 2. Therefore, these characters need to have real bodies to go back to. Well, if the Soma theory is true, they don't have real bodies to go back to and never will. You know? So, well, spoiling a little bit what Soma is about, but trust me, it's my favorite horror anything ever, never mind video game. I streamed it recently. If you are interested, you can look in my, on my homepage or in my playlist tab for my gaming streams. I tend to unlist them just because they have low views, but they're fun to do, and we have a good time on them, so... let me see. The Soma theory would be the idea that all of the characters are brain scans of humans and therefore digital constructs, and there is no escaping the circus. That would be the Soma theory. So, again, kind of spoiling slightly what Soma the video game is about, but please go play it. It's $1.50 right now on Steam. Did the chat pause again? Stop it. Stop that. I will find a better way to capture the goddamn chat before next week, because we're gonna have a big reaction stream next week, guys, trust me. I'll start teasing it soon, don't worry. Anyway, so, what were we talking about? Yes, go watch my Soma streams. I did the whole game in 2 streams. About 8 hours, I think, but I've played it several times, so... I'm pretty familiar with it, so I could get through it kind of fast.
At Webster649 sent a super chat. I think Caine made this elaborate plan to guilt trip the gang into thinking of leaving him, so he thinks they will miss him, but to them it's a twisted joke.
Yeah, exactly. This was all about getting them to appreciate him. I was saying earlier how, as soon as quote-unquote Abel said, we'll all be able to leave, except for Caine, we can't bring him with us. He's a prisoner here, too. I was like, okay, this is Caine doing this.
At Dana_Brain sent a super chat. What I love about this episode is that there is absolutely nothing to differ an NPC from a human, since Caine has the same admin privileges on both.
That's true, and he did imply earlier, you know, when he exploded Gummy Goo in that one episode, the best. I think the candy episode is the best episode. At least it's my favorite. And when he exploded Gummy Goo, he said if he starts mixing up who's human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen. And so I've kind of been on the Jax is an NPC train since then. which would mean, you know, which would also lead to Jax not wanting to leave the circus, because he can't, if he's an NPC. But, I do think it's a fake out and a red herring in this episode that you're supposed to think Jax doesn't want to leave, when really he just knows that the whole thing's secretly an adventure and it's fucking bullshit, you know? So... yeah, like abstraction could be save data getting corrupted, but I've also thought maybe abstraction is just what happens when somebody leaves the circus, you know, and the character model just gets abstracted, but the person is gone. But the way Kinger talked about his wife, that's probably not true. Yeah, we did see flashes of the real world toward the end. We'll get to it, don't you worry. Oh yes, and there's a new suction cup man out, everyone. Very exciting. It was really good. I watched the whole thing already. It was very funny. Anyway, so he has some Polaroids of the CNA offices, which we did see. Remember in the first episode, Pomni ran into like the Stanley parable? That could have just been Caine trying to recreate the offices himself, I think, maybe. And it does sound like Pomni was urban explorationing when she put on the headset, you know? So, who knows? Who knows? But we might not get a straight answer for this. It's that kind of show. They might not answer any of this shit. And you're just gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately, because it's that kind of show, you know? And again, I don't fully connect to that, but I don't think it's a bad show. I just personally have my criticisms of it, have my criticisms of the structure and the dialogue, and I'm just like kind of meh on it, but I mean, I enjoy it well enough, and I really like the animation, I really like the character designs. I personally wish it was a little more like mascot horror, like don't hug me, I'm scared, but that's not what we got. Oh well, not for me. You know, that's it. Yeah, there's foreshadowing ever. I will say the setup in this episode is very good. Like I said, the music throughout the whole thing is telling you something's not right. It's very foreboding and very ominous. Abel being so hammy, the answers being so easy. Jax basically calling out the ending right there, you know. This episode does have a lot of good build-up. But again, I kind of guessed immediately where it was going. But all the pieces were there, though, at the same time, so... yeah, Caine is like the Little Mermaid. He's fascinated with the human world.
Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
What does that mean? Too bad they cut me off, right? And at the end of the first episode, it does zoom out to a lone computer turned on in what looks like an empty, abandoned office. So, was Caine, like, abandoned there and turned back on and started trapping humans in order to fulfill his purpose? I mean, he is supposed to be a bit like Am, but he's not, like, evil and hateful. But again, he can't think like a human, and he can't know what they're going through because he doesn't have human emotions. And that's kind of the scariest kind of creature in these sorts of things, you know? Even though he has a jolly exterior, he is just a machine using machine logic. Though he is obsessed with them enjoying his adventures and liking his adventures. He's looking right at you guys. He's gonna get you next. You're gonna join the circus.
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
What?
I almost made that pose the thumbnail too.
Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what?
I almost made that the thumbnail too.
What's your takeaway from all this?
What?
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
I mean, like, does he actually feel this? Or is it something in his program driving him to say this or want to feel this? Like, you know? Like, can he have... Yeah, they cheek him up in this scene. He wiggles his butt in the background a couple times. Yeah, alone on Friday night? God, you need an adventure! That's just my fucking Inco voice. I do like... Caine's a fun character, but yeah, he is accidentally comedically cruel. That's probably why I enjoy him. Yeah, AI of dubious sentience is a good description. Also, caked up is a good description, yes.
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to...
Adbalonic111 sent a super chat. My theory is that Caine is fascinated with the real world and wants to find a way to leave himself. That thing about Caine not being able to escape I think is more important than lead on.
Maybe. I don't get the impression he wants to go there. That more that he wants to understand it. You know, I'm not sure. He doesn't sound like he wants to escape. I don't think he even, like, thinks the circus is, like, a prison or a bad place. But I think it's... He wanted the other characters to care. I think that's what it was. Abel was guilt-tripping them, like, we won't be able to bring Caine. Poor Caine! Only Caine won't wake up! Oh, because he's an AI and he's trapped here! Oh, feel bad for Caine! You know, it's all a ploy to make them give a shit about him. I think, you know, I don't know if it's any deeper than that. So he does get the key from him, and then, the floppy, he gets a floppy disk out of him, and then Caine teleports him back to the circus, because he implies that they're all gonna throw a celebration in his name. And then Zubul and Gangle finally go, let's actually, like, talk to Kinger about this, because, like, he might be able to, you know, illuminate the situation for us.
Couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace. Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
I love you, Kinger. I have his toy. I have the Pomni and Kinger makeshift toys on my bookshelf together, and then Jax is across the room with Salad Fingers and Tabby from Cougar McDowell's channel. He gets to be over there with the creepy ones.
So we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about. It's
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Caine doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
Aha, so here, if you're a little slow, it's giving you a big hint that this is a fake out. Because I mean, Pomni and Ragatha earlier in the episode even have a conversation about how they've both had good experiences with Kinger, giving them, you know, fatherly advice, and that they trust him. So the episode is setting up, you know, we should trust what Kinger says, instead of this new guy, so it's kind of leading you there a little bit, you know?
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. I think Caine has fledgling sentience and can't cope.
That would make a lot of sense. I mean, this whole series, in general, the themes of the series are about coping. And they are. It's about, you know, coping with existence is really what the whole series is about. So, in a way, that follows the theme as well, I think. But again, if that's the only point, like, why did we need this whole setting? I feel like the setting is underutilized. However, as I've said, the way it ends could very well recontextualize everything else for all I know, and I'm just gonna have to wait. So we will definitely have a big discussion whenever the show has its finale. True, we haven't heard the name Abel, we've just seen CNA. We know the name Caine, of course, and everyone has assumed that CNA stands for Caine and Abel. So, again, they're kind of making fun of the theory crafting. They are. They are making fun of you, I'm sorry, they are. But you might have needed it, and, you know, it's not that serious. It's okay that you misunderstood the genre of the show and put all this hard sci-fi lore on it. Again, that's fine. That doesn't need to go to waste. You could use that as inspiration for your own story. Why not? You know? So he assures them he's distracted Caine. And he's got the floppy disk. He's kind of in a good... Oh, I love this. Zubul gets him. Zubul gets him fucking good.
Is ever again.
Where's Caine?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting?
Ed Keaton Farter sent a super chat. We have seen Caine and Dable. It's on the barrel of a gun in the gun episode.
Oh, have we? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm not a big fangirl, so I don't know these things. Sometimes, this is why we have these discussions. Sometimes chat tells me stuff I didn't pick up on, and it's great.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Got him! He deserved that one. He deserved that one 100%. Zubo really knows how to get under Jax's skin, it seems, you know? And then Ragatha starts questioning Abel a little bit, but he deflects them again, saying, no, trust me, everything will be clear soon. So he makes some snide remark about Kinger using his smarts responsibly, so...
Then yes, I want us all to have one.
All right, if you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
Interesting thing for an NPC to say. But of course, it is an NPC program by
Caine sent a super chat. Their OEs being wrong is fun, cause then you can make new ones.
Exactly. No need to get mad about it. You didn't waste your time. You still exercised your brain juices coming up with those theories, and that's always a good thing. You should exercise your brain, even if it ultimately isn't used for anything. It doesn't have to be. It's just for the sake of doing it itself, because it's enjoyable. Why not? You know? People gotta relax. People gotta relax. That's what this channel's all about. You gotta relax. You gotta have fun in life. You can't be mad about everything all the time. Not everything has to be productive. Not everything has to be for something. You know? Sometimes it can just be. Sometimes you can just do shit because it's fun. Let's see. Rose Dueling Quartz says, I think it's interesting that the first time Kinger seems actually clear in the light is during the gun episode when Caine isn't actively interacting with the group as they go shoot each other. Yeah, he did. I mean, he's had moments of lucidity in the light before, too. You know, or use it to create an AU. Yeah, why not? Transformative work is in. You know, humans have always iterated off of each other's stories. It's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. That's how art go. So, yeah. But, again, I haven't even bothered theory crafting about this series because I can't really follow it very well. You know? I mean, I'm following it. I'm following what it's saying. But I just can't grasp what the fuck the point is. And maybe the point is there is no point, which is not something I enjoy, but whatever, that is what the show is doing, and you either accept that or you don't, you know? That's all there is to it. But yeah, it's interesting that an NPC would say, you know, when he uses... So, who said that, maybe Caine is keeping Kinger in the light on purpose? You know, I think it was Adrian might have said that. And that could be, but again, I don't know if Caine can actually be malicious or, you know, deceitful like that. But the ending brings a lot of questions, you know?
At Balonic 111 sent a super chat. Art go BR.
It sure does. It sure does go bear. Anyway, yeah, I guess the show isn't surreal enough for me to call it surrealism, though. I mean, I know it takes place in a fucking video game, but I don't know. Maybe it just can't decide what it wants to be. You know? Like, are you a slice of life? Are you a mascot horror? Are you existential? Are you just a bunch of therapy speak in a colorful box? You know, what are you, Digital Circus? I have not been able to ascertain this yet. So, but I'm just gonna have to keep watching, I guess, you know? That's all there is to it. But yeah, I'm a little... That comment was very emphasized, so... But again, they might emphasize things that are just misdirection anyway, because that's just the kind of show it is. Alright, so they all... I think Pomni starts smelling something fishy here where they use the fucking bad physics of the game to launch everybody up to to the hot air balloon.
All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax, everything's gonna be okay.
Fine. Ball me up.
I do like this as a plot point.
Like basketball.
Just forgot to put my music back up. I love this tunnel shot. I love this tunnel shot so much. Please somebody like make something like this in VR so I can just slide through it. I would like that, please. It's so cool. Just this one shot, it was like, oh my god, I love this so much. And this is what I do when I watch shows. I'm not just paying attention to the story. I'm looking at the technical stuff and the artistry that goes into it. This is some cool shit. Whoever made this, you're awesome. I love it. It's like a 5-second shot, but it's so good. Dun. So yeah, they have a little exchange here at the end. And again, Pomni's just oddly muted, you know? I think she might be unsure of what's going on, but she's just kind of going along with it for now. That's what it seems like to me, but she seems like she has all her suspicions of Abel here.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Poppy, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a 4-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
She's hoping he'll know what to do.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
Yeah, right there she's like, well, that's weird.
At Direwolf181 sent a super chat. I don't think he is intentionally malicious or capable of it. Caine is so unaware of humanity that he doesn't realize his actions could be considered so.
Yeah, probably. I guess maybe it's a bit like The Mysterious Stranger by Mark Twain. About how angels don't know the difference between good and evil, so they're just capable of casually doing great evil without really feeling anything about it or feeling any remorse. You know? Quite interesting concept. And I like when inhuman characters don't think like humans. I do appreciate that a lot. So, where it's mostly played for laughs with Caine, it is very well written, and it is very intentional, I believe. And that is one of the strongest aspects of this series, I think. Yeah, make the right choice. So obviously he's been pushing them into staying with Caine this whole time. He's been not so subtly manipulating them, but they're not really noticing because they're all too focused on the possibility of getting out. And they walk through this room that has little globes of all the adventures they've been on. I just thought these were very pretty. I just thought this was very nicely designed. Jax does stop and look at one. See, there's the Candy Kingdom. Best episode, objectively.
The door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
At Balonic111 sent a super chat. Don't worry, we can just make more.
It's like a Trapper Keeper cover in there, Jesus. And then Jax is staring down at this one. And I pointed out earlier in the Polaroid he has of Kaufmo and Ribbit, they all have hot chocolates with whipped cream on top. So it seems like they might have just done that adventure and they were taking a photo. I don't know how the fuck you take photos in here. I don't know how Caine has photos of the real world. Is that just how JPEGs are presented in the digital circus? They just look like Polaroids? You know? Is it like VR chat where you have a little selfie cam you can use? Well, how... okay. I might be trying to get too deep into the lore that isn't there. But yeah, just the fact that he's staring at that. He's been missing his friends this entire time. We saw they had the hot cocoa. So without even any lines of dialogue, we can tell what's on his mind. And I like that, because like I said, so much of the dialogue in this show has Marvel-itis, where they have to, like, point out things and go, wait, what? When did I say that? Well, that's sure a thing that just happened. And it's like, can you please fucking stop? If you had just not put in that line afterward, the joke would have landed better. Stop. So, but yeah, here is one of the moments where the show does pull back and doesn't fucking trip over its own feet with unnecessary dialogue.
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. The movie was freaky as hell, ESB the Satan scene.
Oh, yeah, The Mysterious Stranger. If you've never seen it, there's a whole claymation Mark Twain movie about the works of Mark Twain, and they do have a whole section on The Mysterious Stranger. And it's just go look it up on YouTube. It's a good watch. Just that one scene, the Mysterious Stranger scene. You don't even need to watch the rest of it. The rest of it's a little boring, but that one scene is great. I've seen the whole movie just because I was curious about it. The chat break again. Oh my god. I mean, I can still read what you guys are saying. It's just not picking up on screen. Again, I'm gonna try to fix that before Wednesday, because boy howdy, we're gonna have a big stream on Wednesday. Some of you might know why. Others will find out soon enough when I start hyping it. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to point out that nice little unspoken through line of Jax's depression in this episode, and how it's so much stronger than the dialogue that this loves to fucking point things out when they make a joke. So let's just get to the very end. Well, first, I guess we'll look here. This is, again, another, like, red herring of making you think Jax's problem is he doesn't want to leave. Boy, Pomni, your face has sure gotten smaller and your eyes bigger over the show. He's, like, refusing to participate still because he, again, senses this is bullshit. And they all walk down the hallway slowly, hand in hand, to build it up. Zubul and Gangle have this cute little conversation where Gangle's like, will we still be friends out there? And Zubul's like, why wouldn't we be? And she's like, well, you know, we've only known each other like this. It's gonna be weird. So will things change when it's real? And Zubul's like, it was always real. Everything we felt here was real. And again, that's kind of like, you know, Captain Theme Stater a little bit there. But yeah, I like this little moment. And Jax is getting more and more nervous as they get there. Because again, I think Jax right now isn't, like, he's not sure if it is bullshit. He's pretty sure it's bullshit, but he's not sure that it's bullshit. I think that's why he's freaking out, but that's just my interpretation. And again, we should maybe just watch this entire scene. So let me put the music away for the moment. So yeah, it's just a binary choice. Like, press the red button and everyone will be freed. Press the red button and... Wait, what? I think I mixed them up. Yeah, press the red button and everyone will be inside the circus still. Press the blue button, the game will end and disconnect all players.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are you sure he's all the way?
Yeah, so apparently it's not dark enough for him to be smart right now, and yes, it is a Matrix. Yes, this is a Matrix reference. You know, just one of the most influential movies of all time, of course, so...
Here? Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's something we don't know? Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh,
so she seems to have, like, just completely flipped here, but like I said, she's been very muted and kind of quiet this whole episode, so I think Pomni may have had her doubts and suspicions in her head, and now after getting that weird make the right choice from the dummy, she's kind of second-guessing this.
Direwolf181 sent a super chat. Let me guess, Lily doesn't like Charlie, isn't coping with trauma like a perfect little doll, and messes up, and that the angels are revealed to more gray.
Oh, now you spoiled it. Yes, Wednesday we're going to be reacting to a Lily Orchard video because she talked about Has-Been Hotel. I guess she really wants my attention. Anyway.
Yeah, I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a trick console in Caine's office? Like, no matter what we press, Caine's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can vote on it or something.
I love this shot too. I love the first person. Now here, okay. Now see, did you see that? We do get some shots of the real world during Jax's freak out here. Let me just try to back it up or catch it this time. Ah! Damn you. Okay, maybe I'll just put it in slow motion. Let's just put it super duper slow, and then maybe we'll be able to catch it. Cause I know sometimes people can't detect when images flash by like that. Like, I'm one of the people who can. I'm one of the people who can see split-second images, but some people can't. So some people might have missed this entirely.
Vote on it or something?
Oh, wait. So I made it faster. I meant to make it slower. No. Wait. wait. Okay, here we go. I did make it faster. Yeah, I was trying to do that with the buttons, but it wasn't. There we go. Now I can. So yeah, we get actual real-life footage. Which is the first time we've ever seen that in this show, I believe. Now, I don't know if it's gonna mean anything. But it's there. It's breaking in slow-mo. Anyway, there's the other one. It looks like, you know, somebody just went around their neighborhood taking quick, like, GoPro or cell phone camera footage, but it just need to be there enough. So, yeah. And it is footage. It's only a few frames. It's like 5 frames. Well, there is a car in the third one. Yeah, so the first two, it's not clear if it's from a car or not. This is definitely from a car. Bright headlights on a very twisty, dark, forested road. There's lots of roads like this around where I am, actually. I don't know, DJ Sunny. I don't think they're ever gonna show us the real world in this show. I don't think they are. But, again, I'm not gonna theorize or speculate on this. I don't have enough information. This is how it is with this show. I'm like, I can't follow where it's going, so I'm not even gonna try to guess what this means yet. This might not mean anything. It might just be there. It might not ever be explained. Because, again, it is kind of that kind of show. I don't think it's ever gonna be fully explained. I could be wrong, though. Again, it could surprise me. The ending could contextualize everything. The ending could be completely unsatisfying, which would be the worst case scenario for everybody, but that is still a possibility. But, you know. So, I just wanted to point those out for anyone who didn't catch them when they flashed by when they were watching. But I'm gonna play the scene in full motion from the start, because I like the shot that follows that, where we see Jax's, oh no! My fucking connection is dipping. Hang on. Gotta give it a second, guys. This happens sometimes. Jax is chewing my wires. I'm giving out his secrets. Come on. Alright, we're just gonna chill for a bit while my frame rate is dropping. I tried flushing my DNS, but it didn't help. Alright, I might stop and restart the stream. It doesn't recover in a second. Shall see. Getting a little better. Oh, it's climbing its way back up. Okay, I think we might be good. I think we might be good, guys. You get back all the way up to full green, you. Okay, good. It's there. All right, let's watch the scene. Would not be a side stream without technical issues, yes.
Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can vote on it or something?
I like that bit of animation a lot. It's very effective. I like how the camera moves almost like a live action. It puts you in kind of an uncanny feeling, which helps put you in the mindset of just how panicked he is and how, you know, how kind of out of his mind he is in the moment. And my chat broke again. We're gonna reset it.
What did you just do?
Right here, I was like, I knew it. And I just love this stupid fucking pose. He just floats out in. Again, I have a thing for hilarious cruelty. So this made me laugh a lot.
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it.
Look at them all, they are so fucking traumatized. I think they're all gonna rebel. The last shot really makes me think that too.
Knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all...
An adventure! Yes! And one I've been cooking up for a good long while.
We'll let some supers through.
At Scooney the 2ND sent a super chat. My theory is Jax did something bad like a hit and run, and that's why he wants to stay in the circus. Aligns with his no consequences bit from episode 6.
Maybe, but I don't think it's that he doesn't want to leave. I think he just knew this was gonna be bullshit from the start. I think the reason he acts like he does is because he's given up on ever leaving. You know? So, especially after his two friends abstracted, now he's just like, no, I'm just gonna fuck with everybody and play my role as the funny, mischievous one, because I've given up on there even being an exit, but I know, obviously a lot of rage is building up under the surface.
At Dino Nuggy 22 sent a super chat. Oh Jaxie boy, even though you thought this was an adventure, you still pressed the button to make everyone stay.
Well, we're gonna bring that up in a minute, because he does say something interesting to Caine that has implications about that, and my interpretation is still kind of the pressure of not knowing whether this was bullshit or not was getting to him. And so he had to prove it was bullshit by slamming the red button. I mean, that's kind of how I took it at first, but he does say something interesting in a bit. So, we shall see. We'll get this part with Abel, though.
Great job playing your part, Abel!
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
I'm a terrible person with a terrible sense of humor. Now that made me laugh. Like, this ending is probably my favorite ending of an episode. I still said the candy episode is my favorite, but this ending I really like a lot.
It's true. The CNA stuff, the pods, the way out.
A fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
And then we get to hear Michael Kovac go, like, full Light Yagami hysterical laughter. It's great.
I was right?
I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
Whatever the fuck that means? What, so in Bubble's mind, what does that mean? I was also there for the premiere, yeah.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head! You just lie about everything! Don't you?
So him saying, you made me, you got in my head, a lot of people think Caine either made him or influenced him to press the red button. I still think maybe it was just the pressure of it was getting to be too much for him, and he just had to end it, you know? That's what I think. But this could imply that the images that were flashing through his mind, maybe Caine was putting them there, you know?
At Replica_Rabbit sent a super chat. Vox song starts playing.
Which one? No, you know, if the voice actor of Caine would like to cover some of Vox's songs, that would be very funny. I think you should do that. Imagine if they went to Shrimp Town. Imagine if Shrimp Town was just turning into shrimp NPCs and then getting turned into cooked shrimp by the sun. That would be bad. Anyway.
You!
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
Gangle's mask, somebody pointed out earlier, because yeah, the masks do seem to impact her mood, even if she can smile with her tragedy mask now. It does still seem to impact her mood, what face she has on. So, yeah, that would be controlling the minds of the humans. So I guess that was set up. There is some setup here. And some people did speculate that maybe he can, yeah, it's a great frame of animation right here, isn't it? One of the best ever. You want me to do a Caine impression? That's basically my Inko voice. I suppose when it's Inko, I make him sound a little more dumb.
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may
They're all so
add
pissed.
temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that!
So, yeah, he comes to this revelation in the light, staring directly into a bright screen, though. Isn't that interesting, huh? I don't know if it means anything. Oh, Zooble wants his fucking head. Zooble's gonna wear his teeth like a necklace. That's so mad. Oh, he's a terrible liar. I love that about him. Again, he's not human. He does not think like a human. He does not have human emotions. He does not understand how upsetting this is for them. He doesn't understand how fucked with they feel. At least that's what I think. And I did initially think even Caine doesn't know why they're trapped there. But I'm starting to think he might have more to do with why they're trapped there. I don't know. I don't know. Well, they're gonna jump him. Yeah, Goose said he's not evil, but... What is evil? How do you define evil? Does evil require malice and intention? Can something be evil without intending to be? You know, can someone be really evil while thinking they're doing good? That is entirely possible, is it not? So, I don't know. How do you define evil? Also, Goose lies a lot. Goose just fucking lies. She just makes up shit. Like, don't trust anything Goose says.
At Albatross4920 sent a super chat. Is Caine malicious or is he too dumb to realize that he's evil? Is he a dangerous narcissist or he just doesn't know how human psychology works?
I mean, he does seem to have a narcissistic streak that I don't think would be part of his programming, where he's obsessed with the humans appreciating him and liking his adventures, and he gets upset when they like their own ideas more than his, because without making adventures for people to play, he has no purpose. And, you know, we saw when he was having a therapy session with Zooble, and it got, like, Uno reversed, and Zooble ended up in the psychiatrist's chair. And Caine ended up on the patient bed. He basically implied, like, the whole world started to fall apart around him. He basically implied he would just fall apart if he couldn't fulfill his purpose. So that's definitely gotta have something to do with it, you know? Oh yeah, we love you, Gooseworks, but you fucking lie, and we know it. That's part of the fun, though.
Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
And right here, this is the looks on their fucking faces. I was like, okay, these characters are for once going to completely get along and unite with each other to mutiny against Caine. That is what I am expecting. They are going to coordinate and overthrow the circus in some way. That's my prediction anyway. I can't, like, it's all of them against Caine now. So they have something to actually unite over. He said stay fragrant. He said stay fragrant. He's fucking up his words because he's nervous. He's realizing that they're all super pissed at him.
You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
He said fragnant. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's my only prediction going forward. They're gonna fucking mutiny. That is my only prediction. What's a good frame we can leave this on while we have the rest of our discussion? Actually, I know which frame to leave it on. Where's Caine when he first comes out? There we go, there's our boy. There's our boy. Everybody appreciate Caine. Everybody worship Caine. Caine is the best. Caine does so much for you. You need to appreciate him.
At ActionFan19 sent a super chat. If heaven giving gift baskets didn't work, no way Caine giving one would.
Isn't that a weird bit of synchronicity, huh?
At DinoNuggy22 sent a super chat. One thing for sure, Caine is a reliable narrator. If he lied about controlling minds in episode 1, then he can lie about anything.
Yeah, I mean, was it a total lie? Because he can add modifiers, and he doesn't consider that controlling their minds, you know? And it's implied that him fucking with people's minds led to the first abstraction, but I don't think it leads to all abstractions. Because that doesn't really make sense with what's been set up to me, you know? But maybe it's like, the more he fucks with them, the more likely it is to happen? Because, you know, he probably gets sick of them ignoring him and not appreciating them, so, you know, he just kinda tweaks them just a little bit, and just keeps tweaking them just a little bit until he fucks something up and goes too far, you know, and then he sweeps the abstractions under the rug and pretends nothing is wrong. I mean, I've thought this from the beginning. Caine has absolutely no idea what he's doing. He never has. He doesn't know why they're there. He doesn't know why people abstract. He doesn't know what to do about it.
Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Does plot matter? Genuine question.
I don't know, cause like, I need something to grasp onto here, you know?
Watches sent a super chat. Am I fragrant? Help.
Am I fragrant? Help? Yeah, so, like, you're 3 weeks fragrant. You're fragrant with your 14th child. So, yeah, I don't know, I mean, Caine is probably Caine might be my favorite, but Caine is the most interesting character to me, but you could say, does plot matter, but it's like, okay, but then what is the point of this series of colorful images that I am watching right now? You know, what am I ultimately supposed to take away from this? And again, I am not connecting to it very much. I do sometimes. In places I connect to it. In other places I'm just kind of like, okay, what is your point? What are you trying to tell me, show? The show doesn't seem to have a point beyond make friends with people and be excellent to each other. I mean, which, cool, that's a good message, but do you have anything more than that? You know, what is all of this for in the end is still kind of what I'm struggling with this show. And again, I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad. I just personally don't connect with it very much. And if you like it being just a plotless series of nonsense with a vague theme of just, you know, finding your place with other people, that's cool, you know? Enjoy it. I mean, I don't hate watching it. I enjoy my time with it well enough, but I just don't really connect very much, you know? I just don't connect with it as much as the Helliverse or Knights of Guinevere. But, you know, that's it. You know, I can't get into weird for the sake of being weird. Even though you'd think someone like me would. But again, I've been really into the Remedyverse lately, so it's probably poisoning my brain, wanting all sorts of, like Lynchian and Lovecraftian shit to be going on with it, when it just isn't. Oh, I am so excited for more Knights of Guinevere. And it got so many hits, there's no way they're not greenlighting a season, you know? So that's gonna be fun, but 2D animation does take longer than 3D animation. So, we'll probably be waiting a little bit for Guinevere, but that's okay. When it comes out, we'll be doing episode discussions of that as well. And, I don't know what else we'll be doing episode discussions of. I'm thinking of doing Severance Season 3, just because I know I'm gonna be watching it the day the episodes come out. So if anyone's interested in, like, Severance discussions in this style, we can do that, too. I fucking love Severance. I'm not only about animation, guys. There's lots of things I like. So, my whole channel is my evil plan to get people into the shit I like. So, does anyone else have any more closing thoughts? I think I've kind of run out of everything I wanted to say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about it. But, yeah. I mean, it is a character-driven show, so ultimately, the world and the plot really wouldn't be the point, but... Again, there's just not a lot I can grasp onto here. But yeah, I could do Severance as well. I'm not gonna do like every show I'm watching, but like shows that particularly interest me. And we got around the copyright issues with Hazbin Hotel, okay, so I might be able to swing Severance. Please look at the merch. Yeah, we can look at the merch. Let's see. They have links right to it, don't they? I did go to the glitch booth at LA Comic Con, but they didn't really have anything I wanted. And I already have like the makeshift Pomni Jax and Kinger, so
Ironic111 sent a super chat. Look at me, I'm Sai, I'm a complicated person.
I know, I'm a little bit of a snob. I am. I admit it. Let's see. We have naked Jax. That's cool. If you want, I like the little Kinger in the. I like the little Kinger in the beach chair. He's kind of cute, actually. Maybe I'd get it. Not Kinger, Caine rather. Maybe I'd get a Caine toy. I don't have a Caine. I don't like that plush though. He's kind of derpy looking. I think that's the one I have. I think the plushes they have now are slightly different than the makeshift ones.
Sent a super chat. Have you seen I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl?
I've seen the animatics. I've been following the creator. I was following her already on Tumblr when she started developing Magical Girl, but I haven't really watched much of it yet. That's another one, like, I like the idea, but I'm not really connecting to it, you know? I think I'd have to see more of it.
At CatPeasant106 sent a super chat. I bought a Hazbin Hotel Christmas poster and a keychain of the Hazbin mains.
Nice, nice. I have some Hazbin merch as well. Oh, I kind of like the Jax hoodie. That's kind of cute. And this Pomni toy is cute. Yeah, Animegas. Yeah, Digital Circus also got really popular in Japan, just like Hazbin. They like stuff like that. They have the Zach Hadel fish. Oh, they do have the Zach Hadel fish, and they're 20% off. And here's a nice distressed Jax plush you can get and punch whenever you're in a bad mood. Gooseworks approved. Oh, the pants are kind of cool, actually. I kind of like those. Actually, I might get those. I like my stealth nerd merch, where it's stuff that still looks good even if you don't know what it's from. Oh yeah, Wednesday is going to be a Lily Orchard React. She talked shit about Hazbin Season 2.
Sent a super chat. Like I said a while ago, if you want other stuff for discussion streams, just check out other indie stuff that vibes with you.
Oh yeah, I mean these are more casual. I'm not doing them as like a regular thing. Like I'm not trying to keep up with every indie show coming up. I just, you know, this is what I always do. I just talk about whatever interests me. Also, this Ragatha is very cute. I like how poofy her hair is. I don't need any more figurines, though. I never used to collect figurines and plushies much, and then that's what everyone just kept making all the time. I have so many plushies from indie projects now. Oh, I have these socks, actually. I have these socks, the Kinger and Queenie, abstraction socks. I do have more Digital Circus. Oh, the bucket hat's pretty cool, too. Oh, it's reversible. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, the Gangle scarf is cute. No, not probably something I'd wear. Ooh. Of course it's sold out. This one looks awesome. Damn it. Why didn't I know about this one? I would have bought that.
Dino Nuggy 22 sent a super chat. In TADC, Abel is dead and leading the Exorcist army.
Oh god, that'd be funny if one referenced the other. Oh cool, you can get like glink looking, or no, they're abstract looking earrings. Those earrings are pretty cool. I don't have pierced ears though. There's a Pomni jacket and a Caine University jacket. Wait. What is the back? Wait, hang on. I want to see that back design up close. Oh my god, it's like an archangel or seraphim, but it's all hands. It's kind of awesome, actually. And one hand looking like a crown. Huh. I've never bothered to get my ears pierced. I don't like it. Yeah, I know you have other shows. I know you do, but that's not what I was looking at right now. Oh, I dragged down the header and oh, I went all the way to the bottom. And then there's a Gumagoo plush. Everybody loves a Gumagoo. He got really popular for some reason. Caine's real form, spoiler. If he rolls up in like the last episode looking like that, I'll be there for it. Acrylic art collection. Oh, that's cool. Oh, neat. It's like a little collection of the
Albatross 4920 sent a super chat. That Zach Hadelfish had me dead, bruh. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
It's funny that we have Zach Hadel just showing up everything, but the bit wasn't really doing it for me. I don't know. But, oh, the bubble plush. Oh, he comes with a swear version too. That's cool. The swear patch I would like as well. What if they did a crossover? I mean, only a matter of time for Glitch and Spindle Horse do some kind of crossover, don't you think? They gotta eventually. They're the two big indie animation companies. And again, overall, I love that indie animation is just eating the lunch of Hollywood. And showing that people do want new ideas and new IPs. You just have to give artists a chance to actually fucking make them. But it's going to be a slow death of Hollywood, unfortunately. Yes. Who wins at a death battle? Who wins, Lorch versus Christian? I know, Chris might just do a Cursier Hamehameha and just win, you know? One thing I find very interesting in this episode is Caine seems to have a beef with Kinger. Yeah, like that one line from the,
At ActionFan19 sent a super chat. Kovac was everywhere, now it's Zach's turn.
Yeah, that one line of the NPC being like, you know, oh yeah, he has a lot of wisdom when he uses it responsibly, and they kind of really emphasize that line. And I mean, the show makes fun of you for trying to piece the puzzle together, but that does seem like they emphasize that for a reason. What if Bubble is the real villain? I mean, that would be the least surprising thing ever, wouldn't it? Bubble's already been weird and off-putting this entire time. He's just a joke character that Gooseworks voices, I think, but maybe, who knows. The episode had 22 million views in one day. Damn, good for them.
At CatPeasant106 sent a super chat. Do you think Lork would support Amazon using AI instead of WVAs for anime?
Probably not, because she's performatively against AI, because she has to be in order to appeal to the teenagers that she's after. So, yeah. Yeah, Bubble's just a freak like that. Yeah, so I think I might actually wrap it up there, because I pretty much said everything I wanted to say about the episode. So, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you like these and you're new here, you should subscribe. I do episode discussions every once in a while. I stream every Wednesday. A lot of the times I'm just drawing art, but many times I will do reactions. I will be reacting to Lily Orchard's video on Hazbin Hotel Season 2 next week, and it's probably going to give us all psychic fucking damage, so that's gonna be fun. I also have a video coming out on Monday. It's more of a shitpost, more light editing than my more heavily edited stuff, so look forward to that too. So I will catch you guys probably on Wednesday, so I'll see you then.